Okay, let's go to page 137 and let's go and do number 18. Okay, so you have to name the property. So notice this is kind of flipped over, right? So if it's flipped over, this is a symmetric property. Okay, so you can flip over. Number 19, you have angle C is congruent to angle C. So something that equal to itself, so that's a reflexive. Again, you don't have to write out the whole thing, okay? And this one, okay, if the Mn equal to PQ and PQ equal to RS, then MM equal to RS. So this is, so first equal to second, second equal to third, so first equal to third. So this is transitive. Okay. Okay, let's go to number 21. Okay, so you want to prove the transitive property of angle congruence. Okay, so let's go and do that. So that's first as have given. So you want to prove that if, so you're giving that angle A is congruent to angle B, and angle B is congruent to angle C. And you want to prove that angle A is congruent to angle C. Okay, so that's the transitive angle congruence. So that's what you want to prove. Okay, so whenever you're doing a proof, right, you always do the statement on the left hand side and the reason on the right hand side. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so again, first let's go and start with giving. Okay, so angle A is congruent to angle B, and angle B is congruent to angle C. Okay, so this is giving. Okay, now if they're congruent, then you have to do the measurement. So measure of angle A equal to measure of angle B, and measure of angle B equal to measure of angle C. Okay, and this is definition of congruent angles. So you can learn how to use a lot of abbreviations, save you a lot of writing. Okay, so now you can use a transitive property. Okay, so this is measure of this equal to that, this equal to that, so you can link them together. So measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle C. Okay, and this is transitive. Okay, then after that, then you can say that angle A is congruent to angle C. And this is the definition of congruent angles. Okay, definition of congruent angles means that if the angles are congruent, then they have the same measurement, and vice versa. If they have same measurement, they are congruent. Okay. Okay. Let's go to 22. Okay. Okay, so if measure of angle 1 is 114, find rest of the angles. Okay. Okay, measure of equal to 114 degrees. Well, first, they are vertical angles, so they'd be 114, right? Vertical angles are congruent. And these are supplementary, so you just go and use 180 minus that. So give you 66 degrees. Okay? And since these are vertical angles, this is also 66 degrees. Okay? So that's it. Okay. 23. The same thing. Okay. Okay, so if angle 4 equal to 57, so vertical angles are congruent, so 57, and this supplementary, so it'll be 123 degrees, 123 degrees. Okay, and that's it. Okay, okay, 24. Okay, write a two-column proof. Okay, so given. Okay, so angle 12 and angle 11 are complementary, and measure of angle 10 plus measure of angle 11 equal to 90 degrees. And you want to prove, so you can just write down all the information. Prove that angle 12 is congruent to angle 10. Okay, so again, first you okay, so over here you have the statements, and you have the reasons over here. Okay, so again, first let's go and write down all the givings. Okay. Oh wait, I think I copied something wrong. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay, so first, so you got, okay, let me make sure I copy correctly. Angle 12, okay, yeah. Okay, so you have the angle 12 and angle 11 are complementary, and measure of angle 10 plus measure of angle 11 equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so this is given. Okay, next, since these are complementary, okay, I'm going to do measure of angle 12 plus measure of angle 11 equal to 90 degrees. Okay, so this would be the definition of complementary angles. Okay. Now notice you got this equal to 90, this equal to 90. Okay. Then I will have the measure of angle 10 plus measure of angle 11 equal to measure of angle 12 plus measure of angle 11. Okay, so because this is equal to 90, this equal to 90, so these two are equal to each other. And so again, if you use substitution or transitive, that's fine. Either one is fine. Okay, next, so notice both have 11, right? So I'm going to subtract. So I can say measure of angle 10 is equal to measure of angle 12, and this would be subtraction property of equality. Okay. Then after that, you can say that angle 10 is congruent to angle, I'm going to switch. Notice, because that's what you want to prove, right? Okay, so if you do this, that's fine. So angle 12. So this would be the definition of angle congruence. Okay, but that's not what you want. See over here? So you have to do one more step over here. Okay, so you can just go and flip it over. So you got angle 12. It's congruent to angle 10. Okay, so when you're doing the flipping, that is symmetric property. Okay, so that's symmetric property. Okay, so if you do switching right over here, then you don't have to have additional step. Okay, and so that's what you're having.